because I heard Swiss Beats saying that I don't want
You going with Justin Timberlake?
Or he gives back to the culture by being on verses.
Like he said to Timberlake, don't play Justin Timberlake music because he took too much from the culture, like until he comes on the versus stage. But I'm like, even like that in a way is taken away from culture. Because if you think he stole so much from the culture, something that's for the culture, you wouldn't have it.
Mm. Right.
If it's truly for the culture.
But did he say that knowing that he'll never come on versus?
I mean, Timberland and Justin Timberlake are like, they tight.
But after saying a line like that, you're not going to bully him into coming. After you say a statement like that, like
I don't think he would. I don't think he would come on. But
an insult, no, like
it's not. I don't like. Can you call something an insult if it's sort of factual? Like. I mean, say what you want. Justin took a lot from Black culture.
But now it's going to be all made good if he comes on versus. That's what.
I don't think he ever would. And if he comes on now, like it would be skeptical to people because after the comments like that are made, like what is your true purpose of coming on?
So I guess what would he have to do to be good with the culture? Like
I don't think there's anything he can do, honestly. Like when you talk about Justin Timberlake, and people love his music, they like him because he could dance. He's one who wore cornrows when he was younger. And there's so many examples. Like there's a lot of examples of him doing things that sort of show that he takes from the culture and doesn't really have to deal with the repercussions of it. You can talk about the Janet incident. Janet and gave a half, didn't give a real apology to her either. You heard that whatever he said wasn't a real apology.
Why would he apologize?
Because he did it. That wasn't a part of the show. They said it wasn't like a wardrobe malfunction. Like that's something that he did.
I thought what backstage Janet said, Justin, rip this off.
That's not the story I heard. But even so, like, why would he do that? And you see the like how it hurt Janet. Like for years it hurt Janet.
I mean, she was already 40 plus at that point, right?
Huh?
Wasn't she already like past her prime at that point?
But my thing is
that blew her up.
But like, what do people like? That's one thing that they're going to always remember of her. Like that's not that's something
in comparison to her family and all of the stories.
But who cares? But no. But my thing is, he didn't have to do that. That didn't have to happen. Like, and like, he did it.
Was it a bad moment though?
I mean, yeah. She was never invited back to the Super Bowl.
She would have never been invited back anyway.
But I'm just saying,
I would have never got it without,
But I'm saying it was just one of those moments, and he takes the blame for it, as he should. But then you get to the other moment. Do you remember the moment?
The Prince moment?
The Prince moment. You got to it before I did.
So disgraceful.
And when after Prince died and he did the tribute, I had to look like Prince would have never approved of this. Like he did not like you. He did not care for you. To the point where can you tell what happened in the Prince moment, please?
I can't even remember the whole thing.
Was it the BET Awards?
It
was one of the awards. I'm talking about the award show where Prince was coming up on stage and Justin lowered the microphone.
Oh,
you don't remember that?
I vaguely remember.
And he took the mic, and either Prince had just walked off stage and he raised. I think he lowered the mic, trying to be funny, and it was just insulting.
Well, I guess Prince couldn't be here, so I'd like to accept this award on his behalf. And
I was like, that's like, no, like you don't do that.
Yeah, that's.
What moment were you talking about?
No, I was just talking about the Super Bowl moment when he was performing. People said it was trash, and they
Oh,
know.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah. No, he did the Prince thing at the Super Bowl, right? Was it the Super Bowl he did the
Yeah,
Prince tribute?
Prince was
Or
dead, right? At this
yeah,
point.
after Prince died, yeah. And that's when people were like in the comments, like, yo, Prince would have never approved it. Like Prince, I'm not gonna say Prince hated him, but Prince didn't like him. And I'm sure he knew that.
And he didn't care because he's a vulture.
And he didn't care because Prince was no longer here. So it's just like it just wasn't a good look for him. And Prince might have been an influence of his or something, but that's just not who. Like if someone's not cool with you, or like you have some sort of beef with them, like you're not gonna just because you're not here say everything is cool, perform these songs.